Thank you, Mr Speaker, and my question is to the Prime Minister. The current Melbourne COVID outbreak has been linked to a man who caught the virus while in hotel quarantine in South Australia. If the Prime Minister had fulfilled his responsibility for creating a safe, national, purpose-built quarantine system, wouldn't Australians be safer today?
The Prime Minister has the call. Members on both sides.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I think that is an outrageous slur to put on the South Australian government, Mr Speaker, for the way that they have acted, as indeed all states and territories have acted, consistent with the National Cabinet decision of March a year ago, Mr Speaker, where together the Commonwealth and the states have worked together to put in place a system of quarantine, administering state public health orders, Mr Speaker, that has had a 99.99% effectiveness rate, Mr Speaker. Now the Leader of the Opposition says it's going well. Well, Mr Speaker, I would ask the Leader of the Opposition to name me one country in the world today, Mr Speaker.
The Leader of the Opposition will resume his seat. No, the Prime Minister... No, you resume your seat. No, you won't. The Prime Minister can ask the Leader of the Opposition to answer as many questions as he wants, but that is not how question time works. The Prime Minister has to call.
One country that has a quarantine effectiveness rate greater than 99.99%, Mr Speaker. Not one, Mr Speaker. If I had said to this House more than a year ago that working together with the states and territories we had put in place such a regime which would have achieved that level of effectiveness, Mr Speaker, then they wouldn't have believed me, and they probably would have opposed it, Mr Speaker, because what we have seen from the Labor Party throughout the pandemic, Mr Speaker, drag-kicking and screaming on every occasion, Mr Speaker.
The Prime Minister will resume his seat. The Prime Minister will resume his seat. Prime Minister resume his seat. The members for Scullin and Fadden will leave under 94A. The Prime Minister has the call.
Speaker, as the government has worked together with the states and territories to fight this virus, all the Labor Party has been interested in doing is fighting us, Mr Speaker, and now they fight amongst themselves, Mr Speaker. So what we will continue to do, more than 1,000 ADF personnel out supporting this arrangement, $500 million supporting the National Resilience Facility put in place in the Northern Territory as recommended by the Quarantine Systems Review, Mr Speaker, conducted for National Cabinet. And even today, Mr Speaker, as I was speaking to the Acting Premier in Victoria, even today working together now on what I think is a very comprehensive proposal, Mr Speaker, to a proposal that was received from the Victorian Government only weeks ago. But, Mr Speaker, unlike those opposite, I'm not going to attack the states, Mr Speaker. I'm not going to attack
Members on my right.
I'm going to thank the states, Mr Speaker, for the great job
Members on my right.
I'm going to thank, Mr Speaker, those people who are working in our
The Prime Minister
facilities.
resume his seat. Prime Minister resume his seat. Members will cease interjecting. Members will cease interjecting. The level of interjections is ridiculously high, and you don't need to be terribly experienced to know that this is a very bad time to interject. And as I said yesterday, when every member on one side is interjecting, I'll certainly take action, and I'll take action against those I notice who've behaved poorly in the past or are behaving poorly today.